From challenges between the greatest players in NBA history to disagreements that still stand to this day. In today's video, we are discussing the top 10 rivalries that reflected the history of the league and gifted us with flashes of holy basketball. Number 10. LeBron James and Kevin Durant. These were the two best players of the last decade. Kevin Durant had great height and unbelievable quickness, along with a great scoring ability. LeBron James was a super athlete with the highest basketball IQ in the modern period and is still one of the greatest players of all time. They both faced each other 3 times in the finals. LeBron James won the first battle, securing his first NBA championship. However, after joining the Warriors, Kevin was able to turn the situation around and make it 2-1. Number 9. Kobe Bryant and Shaquille O'Neal. This duo is clearly one of the most controversial pairs of all time. They started off as good friends, but differences started to come up pretty soon and in an explosive way. Their relationship exploded once and for all after the loss to the Pistons in the 2004 NBA Finals. Shaq even left Los Angeles to join the Miami Heat. However, in 2018, they had a face-to-face interview on TNT where they buried their emotions for once and for all. Number 8. Michael Jordan and Joe Dumars. This is a legit rivalry. Every time the Bulls took on the Pistons, Michael Jordan had to go toe-to-toe with Joe Dumars. We're at the end of the 80s and Jordan got more and more frustrated due to the playoffs. Detroit's defense was completely tough to defeat, and most importantly, they had their own Jordan rules, which allowed them to send the Bulls home 3 times from 1988 to 1990. Number 7. Larry Bird and Magic Johnson. This rivalry depicted a new era in NBA history. They are the faces of the historic rivalry between the Los Angeles Lakers and the Boston Celtics. The media also described them as rivals because they depicted 2 opposite conceptions of American society. However, the truth was they both always respected each other and got together after the court. Number 6. Michael Jordan and Isaiah Thomas. The rivalry between Michael Jordan and Isaiah Thomas goes way beyond the games between the Chicago Bulls and the Detroit Pistons. Their first rifts happened during the 1985 All-Star Game when Thomas tried to boycott Michael Jordan. The rivalry also broke out again in the 1980s and the 1990s. In the 1991 NBA Eastern Conference Finals, the Bulls finally got what they wanted. However, Isaiah Thomas left the bench before the final buzzer, while refusing to congratulate the new NBA champions. Number 5. Bill Russell and Wilt Chamberlain. Bill Russell and Wilt Chamberlain faced each other 143 times on the court, more than any other opponents in the history of the game. Their rivalry was the first one to have a huge impact from a media standpoint and is considered as the greatest rivalry between 2 centers the game has ever seen. Number 4. Shaquille O'Neal and Dwight Howard. This rivalry got started at the beginning of Shaq's career, which overlapped with Howard's prime. The differences between the two continued even after the retirement of Shaq. Shaq strongly criticized Howard's decision to sign for the Lakers. However, the criticism was also directed at the game. As a critic, Shaq criticized Howard's post-game, stating that he wasn't strong enough considering his size and power. Number 3. Russell Westbrook and Patrick Beverley. It all dates back to 2013. Patrick threw himself at Westbrook to grab the ball from him, even though Russell had already called a timeout. Westbrook hurt his knee while landing, and an injury that ended his playoff run early. During a November 2019 Rockets-Clippers showdown, Westbrook insulted Patrick Beverley by waving at him as he was leaving the court after fouling out. In the next month, it was Westbrook's turn, who after a reaction to Beverley's ejection, received a technical foul. Number 2. Kevin Garnett and Tim Duncan. The rivalry between Kevin Garnett and Tim Duncan sets 2 different personalities against each other. On one hand, the composure of Tim Duncan's, and on the other hand, the ferociousness of Kevin Garnett. It all started in 1999 when during the first round of the playoffs, Garnett wished Duncan by using offensive words. The rivalry was also intensified by the fact that they both also played in the same position. The score in this case is in favor of Duncan, who has a winning 33-19 record on Garnett, and has defeated the Timberwolves twice in the playoffs. Number 1. Walt Frazier and Earl Monroe. Earl Monroe's ability to improvise is one of the best things in NBA history. Monroe became a legend under the banner of the Baltimore Bullets. When news came out that the Knicks had signed Monroe, everyone doubted that these two players could make things work. Many people started saying that the Knicks would require 2 balls to make both happy. However, Red Halsman performed a miracle, and they became great friends. With that being said, it's time to end our video. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our channel to see more amazing videos like this.